And I took that to mean as an assignment for me. That's how I took it. And I inherited Wallace when he took the mantle. I was his first personal captain by inheritance. And I was with him when he was voted in, and I remained with him up until around 1978 or 79.
What were the circumstances when the Honorable Silas Muhammad came to Chicago on August 21st, 1977 to hand deliver a letter of spiritual war to Worth Wallace D. Muhammad? What were your recollections, your feelings, your viewpoints? Because this was your brother, and this was a person that you knew personally. And I just want some of that history.
This is a very wide question that has a multitude of answers. You see, I'd have to go back, in order to answer that, I'd have to go back to show you what Elijah Muhammad meant to me. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was my life. He was my Holy Quran. He was my Islam. He was everything that I looked at in Islam. That's what he was to me. I gave up my will for the will that he had, that I believed in, have been, and the results of what he believed. When he passed, it left me with nothing. I had no more life. I had nothing because the life I had was laying there. And as I stood in the hospital and looked at this person, I said to myself that my life is not dead. This person is dead. But what's in this person is the life that I have. That is the concept that I live by. And in 1977, after having lived as best I could, thinking that I was the only life left of what was in the man, my brother came to my home August 1977, and he came to my living room and he told me, he said to me, I have come to straighten Wallace out. I have a letter here I want to personally deliver to him, because I don't want anyone to feel like I am standing up to do any harm or for any wrong. I want him personally to know my intent. And at first I said, are you crazy? And I called his wife, Harriet, in Los Angeles, and I asked her, has my brother lost his mind? Is he crazy? For I did not understand at that time what this was about. There is a history in that little moment of what he did in deliverance of that letter. I ended up carrying that letter to Imam Warith Deen Muhammad, for I told him I would do it when he went to the mosque and it was refused. And I attempted to deliver the message, the letter, and I did deliver the letter, and asked for an appointment for him in Solace, of which he never accepted.
In 2007.
Let me reiterate in staying in that moment.
Yes, sir.
When my brother came to my home and stood in my living room and spoke these words, I am the spiritual son of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I knew then my life had spoken. I did not understand it then, but I knew this person. I knew this man, and I knew this was my brother, and I knew him well. And when he said those words, I said to myself, so am I. I too am that. Only I don't use the word spiritual. I use the word mental. For I am the results of his mental pregnancy.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very profound.
It's the truth.
Sir.
Simply the truth.
Now, I'd like to go closer to the present. I was privileged in 2007. I was filming the State of the Nation in our headquarters mosque, the Lost Foundation of Islam, under the Honorable Salas Muhammad. And a new government was unveiled. The senators were introduced, the judicial branch, a new president was sworn in, a new vice president was sworn in, and you were sworn in as the supreme captain of the Lost Foundation of Islam, as what we call the second resurrection of the Lost Foundation of Islam.
I don't totally agree to that terminology. For that which I claim to be my life, which is that which was in the mind of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, was the life. That life had never been before. So this is not a second resurrection. This is the resurrection.
Okay. So then let me say like this. I bore witness you being sworn in as the supreme captain of the Lost Foundation of Islam.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Muhammad, in speaking that day, he said that Minister Louis Farrakhan had approached you with an offer to be the supreme captain.
That's incorrect. Minister Louis Farrakhan didn't approach me.
Okay.
His supreme captain approached me. His name was Kahalat, on behalf of Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, okay.
I will state this openly. I don't think that Minister Farrakhan would have any objections to that, for he has always known me to be the captain, up to this day.
Yes, sir.
My brother gave me the honor of being called that name, but the man who actually physically functions as the supreme captain of the Lost Foundation of Islam in its practice is Captain Kamal.
Yes, sir. Okay. I would like to ask you, how do you envision, what should the direction of the FY be from this moment, from the present on into the future? What is the vision for the men of the Lost Foundation of Islam?
I'll answer you as I answer every man. I answer you according to what you are and what I am. And what I say, you should agree to. I say, I am a fruit of Islam. Are you?
Yes, sir.
And I tell you, the fruit of Islam is the expression of the seed that you call Islam. And the seed that's called Islam is truth. It is the very life of the human being. And living is the expression of life. So when I say, I am the fruit of Islam, I am the living pod of the life, the seed called Islam, and you should say the same. I say to you, Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and made himself present in that person, and then transferred that information to a man named Elijah Muhammad, and Allah became present in his mind as the messenger. And today, the presence of God, the presence of Allah is in the people, and that people are the fruits of that labor. of which I am.